Oh my god. Find some interesting perspectives. It's really nice to revisit these places, you know, you'll definitely find some interesting perspectives and new photographs. Always to take. I don't know how much I must have taken right now. Thank you. So, Fuji X Pro 2 files are very big, 50 MB per photograph. Those are going to be huge. I'm rocking with a 64 GB card. Probably I might have filled it right now. So we find other paintings here. These are made out of natural ink. Lord Shiva. A lot of Lord Shiva deities here around the temple, and this is one perspective. Okay, so followers of Krish Arts and Photography would know like what kind of photos I take. Probably they would be also understanding what kind of photographs I'm taking right now, with what kind of geometry that is involved in this. So you find other stories here. These are getting destroyed over time because it was painted over a plaster of Paris wall, and that plaster of Paris wall was built over the granite wall, so it's falling off over time. So it's better they have taken photographs of these everything and have documented already. I wish they have done that. So again, more Shiva deities. This is the perspective from here. I couldn't do any street kind of photography right now because the sun has covered the entire Gopuram, so we don't find any shadows here, so it's kind of overcast for next half an hour or so. So more paintings and more stories to admire. So if you guys are coming, come admire all the paintings, sculptures and everything. This is a beautiful, this temple is having lot of beautiful sculptures, man, seriously. And as I told before, this is a place where you get the Abhishekam water coming out and getting collected in that tank. People usually take that in their hand and some few drink it because it's a mixture of milk and water, and few sprinkle it over their head. That's the normal tradition. And you'll find Yari is in the bottom. Yari is elephant and lion combined. I'm not sure, man. Probably it's that animal must have been existing before, or few more paintings, or it was medical science and wonder like Lord Subramanya, where it's a medical science, medical wonder of combining 6 lives together. So that's why he has 6 heads, and he travels by peacock. That's what history describes. So I'm not sure. There are the superheroes of ancient times. Now you have Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and other guys to save the planet. But those guys save only Manhattan, for the joke. To describe those guys, all the superheroes that you find in DC and Marvel, they most probably save the entire planet, or either find villains only in Manhattan. They don't find it in India or any other places, But stories are coming up slowly, but you don't find other Western superheroes in other side of the planet. Either they cover the entire planet or only the Manhattan part of New York. That's a complete joke. And these superheroes covered this part of the world. I don't know what Chinese people have for them. So these are some interesting perspectives. By the way, those steps have elephant structures. The trunk is spread that way to accommodate the steps. It's a wonderful design. We'll get down and see them. And you find more paintings. So I'm going to have to run a little faster because I'm running out of battery. So these are the, you will find this kind of horse in Airavadeshwara temple in Dharasuram as well. And this is the elephant structure which is used as a design element for the stairs. This is a beautiful structure. This entire temple has wonderful sculptures all over spread across, and you will find the same Halibedu kind of portico designs here. You know why I'm saying Halibedu? Because I have been there to Halibedu to observe, and I have photographed that also. So Halibedu is I think his Hoysala culture. Halibedu temple is of Hoysala culture. Sorry for the stammering. And this one is of Choras, and you will find a lot of similarity in the architectural construction. Most of the Indian temples have a lot of common factors in their architectural patterns. A lot of paintings are here and getting destroyed over time because of the plaster of Paris coating which is over the granite walls. So the plaster of Paris coating is falling off. That's why the temple is, all the paintings are also getting destroyed. I think these needs to be reconstructed and repainted. It will be nice if they do it. And you find more elephant structures as the stairs. These are one of the integral part of the designs. These are one of the creative designs that you could see. And you will find the horseman's man from upper part of the body, and they have a foot like horse or lion in the bottom part. So Narnia, you will find Narnia people here in Tanjavur temples. That's how I can make the world audience understand. You should know it from the things that you know about. So this is another perspective of the Brihadishwara Gopuram. You will find another door here, another couple of Dwara Balakas, the guardian angels of the doors. And you will find another structure where the Abhishekam water is running outside and it's getting collected in this tank. So they use that one, they call that one as Balipitam, where they kind of hammer or give sacrifices. These days it's mostly coconuts, and you will find Balipitam at every part of the temple. Wonderful sculptures, lost its detail due to sandblasting over time, and a lot of innovations happened here due to the Sultan rulers in Madurai. So all the kings by that time took care of this temple, and later the British people started taking care of this temple, and then it was switched over to Indian. So this one has this is called Chandigeshwara temple shrine Chandigeshwara, where this god is told to be sleeping, so you got to do this to wake him up and say your prayers for him to listen. So guys, whatever you found of my photograph from photo analysis episode was from here, I believe, or wait a minute, not from here, probably it was from there. So what you would have seen me taking one half of the Gopuram getting covered by the portico or the portico design from the other half. So yeah, this is the exact spot from where I took that shot. I'm going to take it again. This time on my wide angle, so I may not be able to get close to the temple. So hope you guys can see. This is the spot from where I took that photograph. So this one actually, it was after coming to the temple and I observed this perspective. I did not see it in the Google Maps before because I never thought of looking it from here and above. When you put it in street view, you want to look it from the downside perspective from up to the bird's eye view, you know, like you won't look it from here to the top. Very rarely you do that. So this is the spot where I took that shot from. So I'm going to take it once again as the clouds are subsiding. But I may not be able to repeat the same angle that I did it before, because I had a zoom lens and I was able to zoom it to 80 or 70. But now this is going to be really small. So what I'll do is I'll change my lens to 90mm and take the shot again for a higher megapixel and continue our tour from rest of the temple. We have almost completed the Brihadishwara temple photo walk. There are a few places over there, that's it. And then I will continue doing some street photography around the temple for some time and then we'll leave. I'll present those photographs later for you guys at the end of the video, you know, the ones which doesn't have any video footage for this, or me explaining from where I took what is what and stuff, you know. So we'll take a break from here for some time. I'll take a few shots and get back. Peace. So guys, I'm back. So I took some shot, the similar shot which I showed you guys and explained on the similarities between Gangaikonda Sorapuram and Peruvadayar temple, the Brihadishwara temple here in Tanjavur, the big temple. So I took some shot with my 90mm lens, which was Helios 58mm f2 m42 mount lens. So that was that temple, and you'll find a lot of paintings on the left hand side. As I said earlier, it was painted on a plaster of Paris wall, which was molded over the granite wall. So it is falling now, so that's why you're losing all the paintings. So this is the other side view of the Brihadishwara temple. So I don't want to take any photographs because you will find the man-made things or the poles here which is distracting the view. So probably I'll try to avoid that and take some shots. So I'm making this episode in English or the butler English that I know, because there were ample amount of materials that is already available who have spoken about this temple already in various television channels and YouTube materials in the local language Tamil. So that's why I'm making it for the world audience to know about the specialities of this temple. So you'll find a lot of paintings and other Shivalingas here. This is another perspective of this temple, and these are the few more stairs and considering to be the exit when you come out of this temple. There is one more exit over there which we saw, and there was Dwarabalaka's sculptures at the entrance of the doorway. And these are beautiful lawns for people to sit and enjoy in the evening. Probably evening is the right time for you to come here, or the early morning. You should exit before it gets hot, you know. That's what I personally would advise. Otherwise, you still can rest in one of the mandapams here and get back home. The last time we did not see the temple from here, so we'll just see it from the outside and move on to the left side end of the temple. So this is the perspective. We will also find small Gopuram kind of structure on the first end, and then comes the single stone Vimana on the backside. So this must be some sort of another Shivan temple. That's why you will find Nandis over there. One in the back, a big one in the back side, small ones in the front. So for the name of the deity, we'll look here. Oh, sorry, this is an Amman shrine. I'm surprised why there is a Nandi before Amman. Probably some sort of balancing act for the same Shivan Lord. So they have kept some Nandis, or probably for the Shivan temples on the other side. That's why these Nandis are here. If somebody know about this, why they have Nandis on this side, please do explain. This is an Amman temple, a women deity temple. Okay, so this is the actual yari that I could show you guys. Lion and elephant kind of structure. So this is yari. Good. So with that, we have almost covered the Brihadishvara temple. I think I'm going to end my photo walk here. So it's all about getting out of this Nandi and checking out few places over there. So in next few minutes, we will end the photo walk. That was good. So we'll get to the left hand side. We'll check out what is there, and there are actually places onto the other side of this temple. You will find some what do you call that, tepam, where you store a lot of water for the deities to take bath, freshen up and stuff. There are structures onto the left hand side. We are not covering that, and in fact I have not been there for a while right now. So you find another shrine here. I don't know what deity is that. Let's check what is that. Nadarajar. So the dancing Lord Shiva, Nadarajar. So I don't want to get close because I'm not sure if that is allowed here. So that's why I'm not taking my camera inside. So that is Nadaraja. Lord Nadaraja is also found in Chidambaram temple. Chidambaram is like 100 or 200 kilometers from Trichy and 100 kilometers from Gangaikonda Sorapuram. And these are again few more Lord Shiva statues or deities, and you will find paintings in the walls behind. Most of them got destroyed, I should say. So this is the left end of the temple, and I believe somewhere here or onto the Gopuram wall, somewhere on the other enclosure, there is a sculpture of the person, of the European person which Rajaraja Soran was having trade with. So there is a sculpture at the door end of the hat and stuff, wearing the hat, who was trading with Rajaraja Soran. There is this sculpture somewhere in the walls of this Gopuram. So that is Brihadishvara temple for you guys. So I see I meant everything that I said, and if I was wrong with any of the historical details, kindly do forgive me. And I don't read history stuff more often, than any other people or the professionals. So I'm just a photo guy, fine art photographer. So I know very little about that and more about the photography. So if I had made any historical details, told wrong, kindly forgive me, correct me in the comments of the YouTube video. So that's about it. This is the Brihadishwara temple for you guys. Now we are moving out. Bye bye. And my battery is also dying anyways. I can ask people where it is, but I'm a little shy away here, but we'll Google that stuff and put it in my video when I edit them. There is a sculpture of the European trader which was having trade with Rajaraja Soran, and his sculpture is engraved somewhere in this temple with an hat. And it was also a painting of a British man which was told to be predicted by Rajaraja Soran, whose invasion is predicted and everything, and they have drawn it on the walls somewhere. So probably got destroyed over time, or it was documented for later, I'm not sure. So guys, sorry, I accidentally hit the spot meter, but that's the end of the photo walk with Thanjavur Brihadishwara temple. I did cover some street photography kind with my 90mm lens, Helios 58mm, which converts to 87mm with 1.5x crop factor on Fuji X Pro 2. So that was some good street kind of photography which I was able to do it here. It was really nice, and many photographs turned out to be good. The perspectives which I haven't witnessed before. So what we are going to do now is like head back to my dad's vehicle and have some breakfast, probably lunch. I don't know, I skipped one of my meal in the morning. Just had a couple of coffees and one coffee and one Kattan Chaya. So it's like plain tea without milk. Kattan Chaya is like plain tea without milk. And we are now heading back to the dad's vehicle. Remember, we did not take the parking ticket, so we'll probably ask him now and take one. Damn, after walking in the granite floor for quite a long time, my legs are not used to it. Oh god. It pricks, hurts. Damn, I don't find the ticket person here. Or to call it as the parking in charge. He was here, right here, before nobody took it. This is going to be the slowest walk ever. There is the car, but I'm walking damn slow because every single piece of granule is hurting my palm. People usually don't wear slippers inside temple premises, so oh boy, it's hurting. I don't find the parking person here, so I'm just going to get into my car and move. So end of the photo walk. Hello sir. Thank you. That's it. We are connecting back from Tanjavur to Trichy highway. It's like 50 kilometers from here. And I haven't had my lunch, not even breakfast yet. It's about 11 o'clock right now. A brunch. That's it. We have connected to the Tanjavur Trichy highway. So it's going to be some single stretch. Happy ride. And getting back to Srirangam. Peace out, guys. So I have come to Ashwin's, a restaurant here. I'm gonna have my lunch here and then get back home. So the food is not ready yet here, so I'm going to head back Srirangam and have my meal there. Peace. So guys, I have come to Sangeeta's restaurant on the way after Palpanai. So I'll be here for some time having my lunch and then getting back home. Peace. So here is the grand meal that I'm having. Peace. So I'm just exiting Sangeeta's restaurant. Now about to join the highway. Back again. Now this highway has become like Chennai highway, Trichy Chennai highway or Madurai Chennai highway sort. We have to go in this highway and take a diversion towards left to join Thiruvanekkaval and Srirangam. Say 4 kilometers from now. 4 to 5. Thanks. The traffic here is really hectic. One need to be really watchful for what is happening around here. Any small mistake could be really an expensive mistake. So guys, it was good ride and almost like 140 kilometers and refuel for just 500 bucks. There was fuel for almost half tank, so so that's why I was a little careless on that, but still that's fine, you know, like for the, it's just 140 kilometers, right, you know, and we were able to cover for the most part only the inner premises of Brihadishwara temple. We did not get into the Garbhagriha or anywhere because cameras are prohibited over there, so just the inner prahara. So, and we saw about few important things and stuff, you know. So I'm going to say this again, so if I was anything inaccurate about the informations which I shared with you guys today on about Brihadishwara temple, so kindly correct me, feel free to comment below on the video. And also I didn't mean to hurt anybody, those who are believers and non-believers. So all I was trying to do is to do some photo walk, and also to keep it more interesting or not to bore the audience. I was trying to share the information which I got by googling about the temple on the internet. So there is nothing against or for anybody, it was just facts most probably, and a couple of things which I felt to be right. So in that way, if I had hurt someone, so kindly forgive me. Nothing intentional, I don't do anything personal stuff, so let me put that on double quotes and underline. So forgive me for that if I had done anything, and I'm thankful for many people for making this photo walk happen. So thank you one and all. It was a good photo walk. Peace.